well, good morning, everybody. I am Mayor Cameron Smyth, and I would like to thank everybody for joining us today for our annual Fireworks Safety Press Conference. We are fortunate to be joined by multiple agencies and partners to focus on one common message. Illegal use of fireworks and possession of illegal fireworks remains a danger for the Santa Clarita community. And before we get started, I did want to just introduce and acknowledge a few of my colleagues from the council that are here in attendance. Mayor Pro Tem Bill Miranda and council members Lorene West and Bob Keller. Today, we will also be hearing from representatives and field experts on this important topic. Speakers will include LA County Fire Department Chief of Emergency Operations, David Richardson, Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Captain Justin Diaz, representing 5th District Supervisor Catherine Barger, Stephanie English, and Dr. Matt Young, Medical Director from the Grossman Burn Center. I also want to recognize some representatives from our LA County Fire Department, Assistant Chief Anderson Mackey. I think Chief is there in the back. Thank you, Chief. And Deputy Chief Vince Pena. Thank you both. Well, with the 4th of July approaching at the end of the week, many of us will be enjoying time with family, grilling in the backyard, enjoying the outdoors, and many more activities to celebrate this holiday. However, as many of you are aware, the most common way individuals choose to celebrate is through the use of fireworks. And it's important to remember that no matter the size, all fireworks remain illegal in Santa Clarita, including those that are labeled safe and sane. Small sparklers, bottle rockets, countless others, as you see on display, all are examples of illegal fireworks here in Santa Clarita. Today, we want to provide important reminders of the dangers of illegal firework use, followed by a pyrotechnic demonstration from the Los Angeles County Fire Department to remind everyone of the dangers of fireworks and encourage you to leave the fireworks to the professionals. And at this time, I would like to invite up our first speaker, and that is Fire Department Chief of Emergency Operations, David Richardson. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor Smyth. Good morning. My name is David Richardson. I'm the Chief Deputy Emergency Operations for the Los Angeles County Fire Department. And on behalf of our Fire Chief, Darrell L. Osby, thank you for taking the time this morning to listen to our safety message for all who reside not only here in the city of Santa Clarita, but throughout all of Los Angeles County. I'm pleased to stand alongside Mayor Smyth, the city council members from the city of Santa Clarita. Also, Supervisor Old District 5, Stephanie English, Deputy. Captain Justin Diaz from the Santa Clarita Sheriff Station, as well as Dr. Young from the Grossman Burn Center, which will share valuable information as well. Each year as we approach the 4th of July, we reiterate and remind our residents and communities of the importance of viewing a professional fireworks show. Fireworks are dangerous and injure thousands of Americans each year. Recent data shows more than 9,100 people within the United States were treated in hospital emergency rooms due to firework-related injuries. Last year, the Los Angeles County Fire Department alone, the activity between June 17th and July 17th of 2019, we saw 76 fires sparked by fireworks. This was an increase of 46% from the prior year in 2018. Of these 76 fires in 2019, 27 of them resulted from illegal fireworks, 46 from undetermined, and 3 from so-called safe and sane fireworks. In that time period, fireworks caused more than $200,000 in property damage, including losses within various cities throughout the county of Los Angeles. As a result of this property damage, it just displaced a number of families within those communities. In 2019, and really the core of why we're here today, there were 3 injuries, serious injuries caused by fireworks, where people lost fingers and other body parts. Recently, our law enforcement partners have also observed an increase in fireworks-related activity. As people are staying at home, which is something you may have noticed too, because of COVID-19, there has definitely been a proliferation of perceived illegal fireworks throughout many of our communities across the region. In the past few weeks leading up to the 4th of July, we've already responded to a number of incidents related to illegal fireworks. Here in the Santa Clarita Valley, we've had 1 fire. In Division 3, Fire Department Division 3, locking out of Flint Ridge area, 1 fire. In addition to that, there is a recent fire that's currently under investigation. It was a brush fire threatening structures in the Hacienda Heights, La Habra Heights border in the San Gabriel Valley, Pomona Valley. The bottom line is, while you may see many stands that sell safe and sane fireworks, please don't be misled by the label. They are dangerous and could cause severe burns and injuries, especially to children. Small fireworks that seem harmless, like sparklers, will burn at nearly 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit and cause serious burns, even blindness. First responders and our healthcare service workers have been working tirelessly to protect the public in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. As always, our department remains focused on reducing the number of fireworks-related injuries and property loss. A great way for our residents and communities is to show their support is to avoid the consumer use of safe and sane fireworks in those communities where they are allowed and help minimize the number of avoidable fireworks-related incidents that require response and care. Please be assured we will continue our efforts with our law enforcement partners against those who jeopardize public safety through the sale and illegal use of fireworks in Los Angeles County. Especially now as the temperatures will begin to heat up and our risk for brush fires dangerously increase. The Santa Clarita area is no stranger to wildland activity. There's an abundance of fine fuels and grasses that are ready to burn. If we look at the prediction for this coming weekend, it's supposed to be hot and dry. The clouds you see above us will be gone. The sun will dry out all the vegetation and increase the potential of damaging fires. Our department, along with our partner agencies, we are always prepared and will quickly respond to contain wildfires, utilizing our air and ground resources. But the bottom line is this: your efforts within all the communities we serve and your cooperation will help minimize fire activity. Your preparation and prevention go hand in hand with what we provide and the many cities provide within the region. Los Angeles County Fire Department has recently updated their Ready, Set, Go playbook. This plan provides guidance on how to retrofit your homes with fire-resistant features, create defensible space, and develop a family wild preparation and evacuation plan. You can visit the Los Angeles County Fire Department's website at fire.lacounty.gov. That's fire.lacounty.gov for this Ready, Set, Go wildfire action plan and short videos will help prepare you in the event of a wildland fire. With that, amongst COVID-19 impacting all of us throughout the region, There's still a number of professional fireworks shows that will continue. You can find out about those professional shows by calling the fireworks hotline at 888-654-FIRE. Again, for professional fireworks shows, 888-654-FIRE. Thank you, and have a safe and happy 4th of July.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief. For many years, the city has also worked very closely with the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Department to identify hotspots and problem areas for illegal fireworks. Through our collaboration, we have been able to create an interactive map for residents to pinpoint locations where they believe illegal firework activity may have occurred. The map and illegal fireworks reporting website can be accessed through the city's Resident Service Center at santa-clarita.com. The map and illegal fireworks reporting website can be accessed through the city's Resident Service Center at santa-clarita.com/RSC. Information inputted on the map and in the description is transmitted to the Sheriff's Department for them to investigate and respond at their earliest convenience. Reporting illegal fireworks through RSC will not result in any immediate response from the Sheriff's Department, but it's important to still report those activities so they can be mapped and tracked and responded to. Residents also may call the Sheriff's Department at 661-255-1121 to report illegal fireworks use, but please do not call 911 unless there is a life-threatening emergency. To talk a little bit more about that and our local activities, I do want to invite Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Captain Justin Diaz to discuss more about enforcement and repercussions for illegal fireworks use.
Thank you, Cameron Smyth. Good morning. My name is Captain Justin Diaz from Santa Clarita Sheriff Station. I'd like to briefly touch upon the possession and use of illegal fireworks throughout the Santa Clarita Valley. That includes the City of Santa Clarita and, of course, our unincorporated county area. You know, every year the station receives hundreds of calls for service, not only on the 4th of July, but the entire week leading up to the 4th of July. And the mayor just mentioned our Resident Service Center, and I want to again remind people that you can make a report to the city's Resident Service Center, and not only on the city website, but also the city app for anybody that's got that. In doing so, residents can report specific locations. That could be a house, it could be an apartment building, it could be any area, or they could report a general area as well. Upon doing so, deputies from our crime prevention unit will actually respond to the location and speak to whoever's at that residence or whoever's at that location. And essentially what those deputies are going to do in a proactive manner is make contact with those people, tell them the repercussions, the dangers of fireworks, certainly any fines and penalties, whether those be misdemeanors or felonies for possession or use of those fireworks. In addition to that, notifications through the Resident Service Center will no doubt help us with our deployment for the 4th of July. So that's another reason why we want to encourage people to use that. But keep in mind, as the mayor pointed out, that notifications to the Resident Service Center will not result in a deputy immediately being dispatched out there. If you need an immediate dispatch out to a location, including on the actual 4th of July, you'll need to call the station's business line at 661-255-1121. Another thing I want to remind people is our 911 use. So at Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station, we monitor or we field not only non-emergency calls for service on the business line, but certainly our 911 calls. And I want to remind people that 911 is for emergencies only, and an example of that might be a fire that's started by illegal fireworks or certainly an injury from illegal fireworks. Regarding the fines, fines for illegal fireworks in the Santa Clarita Valley can range from $500 to $1,000, and there are also misdemeanor and felony penalties depending on specific circumstances, what type of fireworks are being used or possessed. And lastly, I think I just want to reiterate to everybody in the Santa Clarita Valley that the station will have additional resources deployed the night of the 4th of July, and that's essentially to handle fireworks calls and just ensure that everybody is safe in this community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Captain. The temporary fun that many seek from the fireworks still does create a dangerous environment for our residents, our animals, and our structures throughout the city. And we ask again that everyone please be considerate and understand the disastrous impacts that you can have by lighting one single firework. For one, think of the many proud veterans that we have in our community, many of which are our neighbors who fought for the very independence that we are celebrating. And think about the impact that a loud firework could have on those heroes. It could be detrimental, it could have a triggering event for those that may be dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. And let's also keep in mind our pets. Santa Clarita is known, has been recognized as a pet-friendly community, and I'm sure many are experiencing just in the last week, in the lead up to the holiday, the impact of the illegal fireworks that are going off are having on our pets and our animals. You don't want to be the reason that your neighbor's pet or even your own ends up in a shelter or lost or potentially injured because of an illegal firework. I know that many of our residents perceive these fireworks to be harmless because of the labeling of safe and sane, but all it takes is one to lead to an injury, disfigurement, a fire, or tragically a death. Every type of firework is dangerous and unpredictable, and they are meant to be operated by professionals only. We know what the 4th of July holiday means to the residents here in Santa Clarita, and we encourage you to continue to enjoy and to celebrate, but it needs to be done safely and responsibly. And we ask that you consider making the city's free professional fireworks show to be part of your celebration. The show will light up the sky over Westfield Town Center, not too far from here, beginning at 9:15 p.m. We understand that this year's fireworks display will be non-traditional with several restrictions in place, and the Los Angeles County Health Order, which are in effect to slow the spread of COVID-19, still restricts public gatherings. However, residents are still encouraged to view the display from their vehicle that'll be produced virtually via Facebook live stream or on SCV TV, or be able to watch it from your home or a city park where you can still practice your social distancing and wear your masks. And to further prevent the large public gatherings, Westfield will be closed to vehicle parking and in-person firework viewers. Again, we know that this is a little bit different than what we expect in Santa Clarita, but it's important that we follow the health guidelines to ensure everybody's safety. And with that, I would like to invite up Stephanie English, representing 5th District County Supervisor Catherine Barger.
Good morning. My name is Stephanie English, and I'm here on behalf of Los Angeles County Supervisor, 5th District, Chair of the Board, Supervisor Catherine Barger. In the Santa Clarita Valley each year, we typically experience the threat of wildfires, sometimes with devastating consequences, including lives lost and homes destroyed. I'd like to thank Mayor Smyth and the other council members for their leadership today in reminding all of us of the threat of wildfire as a result of fireworks. I know we're all thrilled that we all are able to celebrate the fantastic show the city always provides, and this year especially, the show will provide all of us with a sense of pride and normalcy in these challenging times. We've already seen several smaller brush fires throughout the county this year, and many may not be aware of these small fires because they just have not reached large peaks and large attention. But this highlights the routine threat that we all face in our valley because of the wildland-urban interface that we live in. We're here today to ask that you do not use illegal fireworks, as there is always a chance they could spark a fire. We know the challenges our firefighters face when battling these blazes, and I want to acknowledge that we have the best of the best when it comes to our Los Angeles County firefighters, and especially our wildland firefighters here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And on behalf of Supervisor Barger, we thank you for your heroic work. Over the past several months, we've faced significant challenges in our valley. We remember those we lost in November. We're experiencing economic struggles faced by families and businesses as a result of the pandemic. This is not the time to take a risk and use fireworks in our community. We all need to work together this 4th of July to ensure our community stays safe. Each July 4th for many years now, we've seen the huge number of calls our deputies respond to with reports of illegal fireworks. We want our deputies to be able to focus on their regular work to ensure public safety, and hopefully if we all comply, they will be able to do this. Supervisor Barger has a deep appreciation for law enforcement and appreciates our Santa Clarita Valley deputies who do a magnificent job in the Santa Clarita Valley. Again, we're asking that families participate virtually in the show provided by the City of Santa Clarita, and it's always a fantastic show. This year especially, this show will allow us to celebrate our nation and our community and our hope. Let's make a commitment together to keep our neighborhoods safe and do our part to help our first responders. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. And I did want to reiterate it. I think we all feel this. I speak for the council to echo her comments about our firefighters and the work they do day after day here in our community. And if you just think back to October with the tick fire, the city of Santa Clarita experienced the largest evacuation of residents in our city's history. And that could not have been accomplished without the partnership of our sheriff's department, our firefighters, and our city staff. And so we know that fires are a very real danger here in our community, and all it takes is that one spark of an illegal firework that could set us down another dangerous path. And so lastly, we would like to introduce Dr. Matt Young, the medical director from the Grossman Burn Center. And as we can imagine, Dr. Young has seen firsthand the tragedy that illegal fireworks can have on families and individuals. And so please welcome Dr. Young.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Matt Young from the Grossman Burn Center at West Hills Hospital. I'm the closer, so this will be short. Every year there are tragedies we see at the Burn Center because thousands of people are harmed by fireworks that everybody should know are dangerous. And we're all here to emphasize the danger of fireworks, even the safe and sane fireworks. Thousands of people go to the emergency room every year in the United States, and there are tragedies where children die or are permanently scarred or go blind or lose a finger or a hand, all from fireworks that should be there to enjoy a happy holiday. So one of the best ways you can enjoy this holiday is by not going to the hospital. And one of the ways to do that is so that all your friends and families know the danger that are fireworks. One of the most dangerous fireworks is this little piece of wire that probably causes more damage than any other fireworks, because once you light this on fire, many people do this in celebration, and they may give it to children or people to run around with, and this can burn as hot as a blowtorch. You wouldn't give your child a blowtorch, but you would give them a sparkler, and that's what we're here to discourage. This can harm people in several ways. One is that it can light clothing on fire and immediately cause permanent scarring and even death, or it can be stuck in somebody's eye and they can be blind. So one of the mildest looking fireworks in the world can be one of the most dangerous. The other types of injuries you see are patients who their clothing catch on fire, or they are involved in an explosion, and that causes them to be in the hospital for a long period of time with multiple surgeries and skin grafts for third-degree burns, and sometimes difficulty breathing, and to be in an intensive care unit. So all these factors are avoidable, and every firework injury is preventable, and that's why we're here today. So we would encourage you to not use fireworks, to especially not let children deal with fireworks, and to not take the risk of tragedy and death, and to not have to spend the rest of your life explaining why you only have 9 fingers or wear a patch over your eye. And so enjoy the 4th of July, go to a public show, but don't use fireworks. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much, Doctor, and thanks to all of our speakers. This concludes our formal portion of our speaking portion of the event, and we hope that everyone leaves here today being more informed and cautious about the dangerous use of illegal fireworks. And at this time, we'd like to invite our media partners to, if you want to turn around and be able to set up for our pyrotechnic demonstration by our firefighters.